So we are really hoping that May is going to be better than April in terms of reading. That April wrap up is coming your way, but today we are going to be talking about all of the May and June releases that I want to read this month. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel at least twice a week, and then movie reviews or book to movie content here at the weekend. In the description box below you will find all of my social links, including my blog and my Goodreads, where I try to review most of the things that I read. I need to keep up with that. It's dropped off a little bit. We need to make a commitment to do that now. I will leave my April mid-month reading wrap up linked up above in case you missed it, because April was rough. It was just, I seem to just not be great at picking up the right things this month, or else I'd pick something up and it'd be amazing and I'd be like, oh yay, I've got my reading mojo back, and then pick up the next thing and be like, this just compares in no way to the last thing. But anyway, May also has the Bout of Books readathon in, which starts next Monday. If you're watching this the day it goes up, I think it starts Monday the 10th of May, and that is always a great week for me. I have multiple Bout of Books reading vlogs, which I will also link for you, but basically I always try and make it a 7 and 7. So if we kick off this week with some good reading and then have a good Bout of Books week, fingers crossed May's reading will be better than April. Let's start with those May releases. On the 6th of May, we have the first in a new series from Holly Hepburn. This is The Little Shop of Hidden Treasures, Part 1, Starting Over. And is that cover not just the most adorable, like, shade of like orange sherbet? It's so beautiful, and I love the cherry blossom on the cover as well. So I'm excited. I have this pre-ordered. I'm ready to rock and roll as soon as it hits my Kindle at midnight on the 5th. Obviously, and yeah, 6th of May in the UK. I will leave a pre-order link in the description box below. And then on the 10th of May, we have a new book from Katey Lovell. We have Nothing New for Sophie Drew, and the tagline for this one is, can money ever buy you love? I adore the cover for this one as well. Like, both of these covers are like totally up my street, and I would totally cover buy either of these books. But this one sounds great, and this one's set sort of in and around the Newcastle area as well, which I don't feel like I've read anything particularly set around there, and so I'm excited to pick this one up. And by the time you're watching it, I will have started it, so watch this space. Blog link below. It will be coming your way, the review, very soon. Then 11th of May, I have this one on request. I think I've either pre-ordered it or requested the audiobook from my library, and this one is a new Jennifer Weiner. It's called That Summer. It's interesting because obviously last year's was something to do with summer as well. I have no idea what it's about, but I love Jennifer Weiner. I have a whole video reviewing a Jennifer Weiner binge that I went on recently, and also we have the fact that Good in Bed, I think, is being made into a movie or a series that's due to come out this year as well. And so I'm just excited to get some new Jennifer Weiner. And then also on the 11th of May here in the US, I believe the Kindle and the audio are coming out on the 11th of May in the UK, but then the actual book I think comes out later on in May, but it's a May release, and this one is People We Meet on Vacation. This is an exclusive because I haven't hauled this book yet. This was my last book of the month club pick. I have now cancelled that. I'll talk more about it in that other book haul video. But interestingly, this cover and the UK cover are very different, and so I do have a UK versus US cover video coming up soon, so leave me suggestions for that in the description box, not in the description box, in the comments, if you have UK and US covers that are very different. But this is a new rom-com from Emily Henry. I have already started listening to the audiobook from this one because I got the audio review copy from NetGalley, not realizing that it was the same book as this one. So I have the audio review copy from NetGalley because in the UK this is called You and Me on Vacation and features a blow up unicorn, but the same kind of like two people on the front. So again, it's like very different. I'll compare the two covers in that video, but this comes out 11th of May here in the US, and the Kindle and the audio come out 11th of May there in the UK. And then we have another one which I have on request from the library. So again, it's not a review copy that I have to read. However, I am very excited to read it because it's a new Lauren Weisberger. This is called Where the Grass is Green and the Girls Are Pretty. And again, this is an author by author for me. Her books are amazing. I even love When Life Gives You Lululemons, which was like quite different from her other novels, and so I'm just excited for this one. I may have to rewatch Devil Wears Prada in anticipation of reading a new Lauren Weisberger novel. I haven't read what it's about, so I can't tell you, but I know it's going to be a good time. We know it's going to be a good time. And that one comes out on May the 18th here in the US. Then we have some June releases. A couple of these are review copies, and so I'm hoping to buddy read these at some point in May with the lovely Hayley, since we both have these for review in June. And I like to get a head start on it as well. So we have on the 10th of June, Bad Choices by Lucy Vine. 2 friends, 2 decades, 1 big mistake. Lucy Vine is always so hilarious, and so I am so excited to start reading her latest rom-com that is always heavily on the com. And Hayley and I read Lucy's book together last year, and we were just loving it, leaving each other voice messages of how much we were laughing at all the parts. And so very excited to start that one, 10th of June. Also on the 10th of June, we have The Getaway by Isabelle Broom. Isabelle Broom writes amazing escapist fiction. You can literally travel whilst reading this book in bed. Her books are just, they take you all sorts of places. And the tagline for this one is, sometimes you need to get lost for a while. This cover is quite different from her previous covers. And so I'm excited to see if the book's gone in a different direction as well or not. But yeah, hopefully, it being an Isabelle Broom, I'm going to enjoy traveling vicariously through these characters and through the pages of this book. And we're hoping that Hayley gets approved for that one so that we can read that one together. So those are both 10th of June. And then I have one that I was very kindly sent for review by the author. The publisher also got in touch with me to ask if I could review this one. I was like, it's okay. I've already got a copy. And this one is No Hiding in Boise by Kim Hooper, which I really enjoyed. All the Acorns on the Forest Floor by Kim Hooper last year. Again, this is a sneak preview for a book haul that is coming your way very soon. So this one comes out on June 15th in the US, but I am going to try and aim to read and review this one in May. And so I think this one will probably be solidly on my About of Books TBR, because I like to have something physical to read as part of a readathon, and a lot of these other books I'm talking about are ebooks this month and some audiobook selections as well. So hopefully going to get to that one. It's not too long, and I've heard amazing things about some of the people who've already started reading their review copies. So I just wanted to share. I like the rolling hills here. I have not been to Boise, so we'll see if this will make me want to travel there or not. We shall see. But 15th of June here in the US for that one. And then there's another June release that I've popped on the TBR, but we're already getting a little bit out of control. But I have a review copy of this one, which is The First Day of Spring by Nancy Tucker. And this one was pitched to me as, you know, you like Lisa Jewell and you like C.L. Taylor, I think you'll like this one. It's going to be like the thriller of the summer. So I'm just really intrigued by this cover. It's a very, very intriguing cover. And this one comes out in the UK on the 28th of June. So we have some time, but it would be good to try and, you know, get it in there. And as well, because it's a thriller and a lot of the other things I've listed so far have been rom-coms, again, maybe something different on the TBR will be adaptation that's coming out. This one is coming to Netflix on May the 14th, and I'm sure you know which one it's going to be already. This one is The Woman in the Window by AJ Finn, which stars Amy Adams, and I've seen multiple trailers for this one when I was still going to the movies back last January, February, March, and so I'm excited that it ended up coming to Netflix, because it means I can definitely read this one. I have the audiobook all ready to go during the Bout of Books readathon, and at the end of that first Bout of Books week, I can watch this one, and then I'll be bringing you a book versus movie that weekend. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on that one, because it will be coming. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss it out. Because yeah, as soon as it hits Netflix and I've finished reading it, we're doing that comparison. For the Buzzwordathon this month, I'm kind of like copping out a little bit, because the word is house or home, and I literally read last month, I just finished reading last month A Taste of Home by Heidi Swain, which came out on the 29th of April, which is almost May. And I also have The Woman in the Window, and a window is a part of a house, and there's, you know, a picture of an apartment / house on the cover. And then I have another book on my TBR, which comes out in the UK on the 27th of May, and this one is The Skylight, one of this year's quick read selections by Louise Candlish. They can't see her, but she can see them. Very exciting. And so because I've got these like window skylight books, and I read actually read a book called A Taste of Home with the word home in it, I'm like, we've ticked that one off. Do you agree? Let me know in comments. Am I copping out? I think we've covered it. And I briefly mentioned the 2021 quick reads. So these do come out on May 27th. I haven't decided how I'm going to be reading them. I may not get to these in the month of May. We will see what surprises May brings. But I'm popping them on the TBR since they are technically May releases. Obviously, very excited about The Skylight by Louise Candlish. I think I have the ebook of that one pre-ordered already when it was like announced. But then we also have The Baby Is Mine by Oyinkan Braithwaite. I probably butchered that name. This one does cover the pandemic, and so I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about that one, but we'll see. It's a quick read, and so you get to taste a new author. Very excited about that. Then we have a couple that are out of my usual comfort zone, but if you saw last year, I did a whole quick reads vlog talking about each book in detail. I'm planning on doing that again this year. Again, all being well, hoping that May throws no surprises at us, so I'll leave last year's linked up above. But we have the Motive by Karam Rahman, and this one looks like a kind of police procedural, maybe thriller type of thing. You know, he's looking over his shoulder. This also has a house on the cover, so you know, we've got plenty of books here with houses on the cover. Then we have another one, again, sort of outside, crimey. This one is Wish You Were Dead by Peter James. Wherever you go, they will find you. So again, a bit exciting and outside of my usual picks. And then, who was excited for this one? You've heard me talk about the full length of this book on this channel and reread it here on this channel, and then talk about the follow-up book to this one here on this channel. It's Only How to Be a Woman by Caitlin Moran. I am so excited that more people are going to get to come to this book because of quick reads. Just so excited. And I'm going to check whether the audio version of this one is narrated by Caitlin Moran or narrated by the same person that normally narrates her books that sounds a little bit like her. Because if it is, you know, I'm going to pre-order the audio, but I haven't got that far yet. So if you know, let me know. But those are this year's quick reads. I feel like I missed one. Did I miss one? Yes, I missed Katey Ford. How could you miss Katey Ford? Chairman of the Romantic Novelists Association person. Okay, Saving the Day by Katey Ford. she has just one chance to change her life. And I think this is an actual picture of me on the cover with my coffee and pink handbag. Handbags on the covers of rom-coms are controversial. Let me know your thoughts on that, but I identify with this person on the cover, and so I'm fine with it. Then, just because the TBR wasn't already ambitious enough, I've got a couple of audiobooks that I really would like to get to that I did not get to in the month of April because, you know, April. And so I've popped them on the TBR because why not? We have another short one, which I'm very excited about. This one came out specially for World Book Night, which was the 24th of April. I just wasn't in a place to pick this up at the time, but I have it on audio. And this one is Stories to Make You Smile. And this one has been edited by Fanny Blake, who is, you know, a wonder anyway. So you know it's going to be good. It's a World Book Night special, and it's 10 uplifting tales from best-selling authors. And so again, it's 10 little short things. If I don't like one of them, I can skip them. And I think that this might be something nice to have as a sort of palette cleanser between other books, or perhaps something nice to kind of keep me on track if I'm feeling overwhelmed during Bouse Books Week as well. And then one that I'm very excited about that Haley was like, this book is amazing. I checked on Scribd, the audiobook is on there, so it is downloaded and ready to go. And this one is Stronger by Paula Bell, changing everything I knew about women's strength. And I'm excited to listen to this one whilst I'm doing a strength workout in the gym, and see if it motivates me to, you know, put on a little bit more weight. Who knows? Who knows? That's on the machines, not on me. But I just love the simplicity of this cover, and Haley has been raving about it. So I, jumped on that audiobook. So we have a couple of audiobooks because I always really kind of like speed through audiobooks, especially when I'm doing a readathon. And I have a couple of things I need to get done that will be aided by the addition of an audiobook, and so hopefully that the audiobooks will help me get those things done. But specifically Stronger, I'm looking forward to listening to in the gym. So there you have it. That is my very ambitious May TBR, composing May releases, June releases, and 3 audiobooks, that 2 of which were released in April. So yes, let me know in the comments, what are you planning to read this May? Are any of these books on your TBR? All of the May and June releases I mentioned, the pre-orders will be in the description box if you like the sound of them. I will be back with my April wrap up for you next, so make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell. And then I will also be back with another movie review for you at the weekend, so you don't want to miss out. I will see you with my next video. Thank you so much for watching.